Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine. So, children, yesterday we have discussed about the habitat. Children, we know organisms of different types are present in different habitat. As we have taken example of earthworm, lotus, fishes, water hyacinth, and the cacti, so that we have discussed about the different types of places where the organism live, or we can say the place where living beings live is called their habitat. So pond is a habitat, forest is also habitat. So today we are going to discuss about the adaptation. Children, in a particular habitat, organisms develop features that help them to survive in that environment. The features or the characteristics which make an animal or a plant better suited to its environment are called the adaptation. Or in the other words, we can say the presence of the spatial features or the certain habits which enable a plant or an animal to live in surrounding is called the adaptation. So children, the different organisms develop different features so as to survive in their particular surrounding. For example, in a desert, very little water is available. We know the characteristic features of the desert habitat. And it is also very hot during the daytime and cold at the night. So, plants like cacti and the animals like camels living in a desert have adapted themselves to live in these conditions. Adaptations have developed to help them to withstand the severe heat and the scarcity of the water. So children, now we are going to discuss about the various types of adaptation of the desert plant. Yes, in this picture, what are you seeing? In this picture, it is a example of the cactus plant. Yes, the cactus plant shape is different from the normal terrestrial plant because it is a desert plant. So what are the adaptation of the desert plant like cactus? First, you can easily see there are spines are present in the plant body. So the spines, what is the meaning of the spines? Spines are the leaves that are absent or the reduced, or we can say the leaves are modified into the spines to reduce water loss by the transpiration process. Children, as we discussed earlier, the transpiration process, in this process the water is changes into the water vapor form into the surface of the leaves. If the surface area of the leaf is increased, then the water loss is also increased. So to reduce the water loss by the transpiration process, the leaves are modified into the spines so that the surface area is very low and the water loss is very low. The next second adaptation of the cacti is their stem. What are the characteristic features of the stem? Stem becomes spongy so as to store water in them, and you can see the color of the stem. Yes, it becomes green and takes over the function of the leaves. We can say because leaves, we have discussed that leaves changes into spines, So the function of the leaves take over by the stem, and the thick waxy coating develops to prevent the loss of water because of intense heat. Yes, the function of the leaf क्या होता है function? We know the function of the leaf is the photosynthesis, because in the photosynthesis process leaf makes food. Leaves make food by the help of the sunlight, groundwater, minerals, and the carbon dioxide present in the environment. Yes, and as a product, oxygen is formed, and glucose, we can say the sucrose, is also formed in the photosynthesis process, so that the stem is green and does the process of the photosynthesis, and the stem stores water, so it is thick and fleshy in nature. And the next adaptation of the cacti is their roots. Roots are very long, so that water from the deep layers of the soil can be absorbed. We can say the deep root system to collect the maximum water from the deep soil, because in the desert there is scarcity of the water. The next adaptation of the cacti is the thick waxy coating develops to prevent the loss of the water because of the intense heat. We can say that the thick waxy layer on the stem prevents the water loss, so minimize the water loss. So children, these are the adaptation of the cactus plants. There are adaptation in its roots, stems, and their leaves. We have discussed here about the roots that are very long. The stems become spongy and they becomes green in color, so take over the functions of the leaves like photosynthesis, and the thick waxy layer on the stem prevents the water loss, and the leaves are reduced to spines in order to reduce the loss of the water from the surface of the leaves. So these are the examples of the adaptation of the cactus plants to show the adaptation in their roots, stems, and the leaves. Now we are going to discuss about the adaptation of the desert animal. Yes, this is the best example. For example, in desert very little water is available. Also, it is very hot during the daytime and cold at the night time. So the animals like the camel living in a desert have adapted themselves to live in these conditions, and the adaptations have developed to help them to withstand the severe heat and the scarcity of the water. So camel has adapted and developed the mechanism to live in hot weather. So children, there are some adaptations, so that we are going to discuss the adaptation of the camel. The first adaptation of the camel is the camel has long legs to keep the body away from hot sand. So the legs are very long, which help to keep the body away from the heat of the sand. The second adaptation, it stores food as fat in its hump, because a camel can go on without food or water at a stretch for as many as 10 days, and it can store the water in its body. The next adaptation of the camel is their hooves of a camel, well suited for their walking purpose on the sand. We can say that its feet have thick, large soles, making it suitable for walking on the land or the sand. So children, their eyelashes you can see in this picture, very long eyelashes are present to prevent the sand from falling into their eyes. So these are the adaptation. One more adaptation we are going to discuss, that it passes out very little urine, and the dung is also dry, and the sweating doesn't occur. So what is the purpose to pass out very little urine? Because due to the water loss, very little water loss, and the dung is also dry to minimize the water loss, and the sweating doesn't occur in their body. So without sweating, the water loss is minimized. So children, these are the adaptation of the camel, and we have already discussed the adaptation of the cactus plant. So hope children this topic is clear. And children, today's your homework is to revise this topic, and you should read page number 108 and 109. Okay children? Thank you children.